you got to paint, and there's this I understand that there's going to be this painting in a performance kind of situation, and after that, how are we going to monitor what happens?
These are, I mean, the use of the word paint here is sort of funny to me, but
of course,
you know, we would actually apply this to something like a canvas, apply it to people's forehead, you know, but there are ways of making your paint absorb more into humans and into their germline. We have ways of painting the germline.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question is, how would we monitor these people afterwards? What I'm talking about is actually like, strangely, we are underfunded, even more so today than yesterday. And because of that, often enough, we work on really simple, non-regulatory structures, which is to say, artists get together and say, sure, you can do that to me, you know? And then the monitoring would be sort of like I wrote, to either have lifelong monitoring or not. I mean, it's sort of loose. Laura injected this DNA into my arm with a homemade microinjector, right? And it's, I don't know, are you monitoring me? You know, I bring it to you.
Adam, I think we have to. I think it's not completely clear. You made some suggestions in your product, like Skyping regularly. I mean, only for clarification, we don't want to go into debate with Adam.
You use the phrase "painting the germline." Can you explain what that means?
That's a good question.
Painting the germline. That is a good question. That's one for me. If you make a gene of choice for human enhancement or for health reasons, like I sort of said, I think that's an aesthetic choice that has to do with a certain bias. And so I don't really consider altering the human genome, whether it's through gene therapy experiments that are going on right now with human subjects actually in hospitals, experiments that are under quarantine as they're run, or whether it has to do with so-called genetic enhancement, which is yet to be seen to some extent, but it's things are happening, or whether it has to do with the space race or the military.
Yeah, but are you intending to change germline cells?
I would say that this desire to get in there is no different from a painter's desire to dip a brush and act.
But it's just a desire.
Initially, it's just a desire. After that, it is a child.